much for agreeing to give the toast at our wedding. I can't believe the CEO of my husband's company is actually attending our ceremony. It's such an honor, especially since we only sent the invitation last month. I didn't expect you to respond so quickly. I've been telling all my friends that the CEO is giving a toast at our wedding. They're so impressed. I'm really looking forward to meeting you. It's amazing that even though my husband is just a regular employee, the CEO agreed to give a toast. Kyle speaks so highly of you. He says you run the company with such vision and strength. This must mean that you really value him, right? I mean, surely you wouldn't make time for just any employee's wedding. He's been working so hard lately, staying late almost every night. I keep telling him it will pay off eventually. I'd love to know what you see in him. What qualities made you notice him among all your employees? I realize I'm sending too many messages. Sorry about that. Please continue to look after my husband. Actually, since we're connected now, if you ever have free time, would you like to have dinner together? Just the two of us. I could provide some insights about Kyle that might be useful for you as his boss. We can meet at that new restaurant downtown. I think you'd really enjoy having dinner with someone like me. Many people find my company quite stimulating. We could discuss business or whatever else interests you.
I'm really sorry. Ashley, what's with all these messages? I haven't heard from you in years, and now suddenly all these texts? I'm kind of confused about getting this sudden flood of texts from an old classmate. Are you sure you have the right number?
What? My old classmate? I think there must be some mistake. I was messaging my husband's CEO. Were we in the same high school? Wait, what's your name again?
This is Michelle.
Michelle from Westlake High?
Do you remember me?
Wait, Michelle from Class 3B? The one with terrible acne?
Excuse me?
Why would I ever text someone like you, ugly? I was trying to message someone important, not some nobody from high school.
Hey, stop that. That high school nickname. I see you haven't changed at all since graduation. Still as pleasant as ever. You're the one who texted me first. Check your message history if you don't believe me. So why are you being so rude? Who would text you anyway? I was just sitting here having my coffee when my phone started blowing up with your messages.
I was just trying to message my husband's boss. Why is it going to someone like you? There must be some kind of technical error. My messages should not be going to you.
What? How exactly were you trying to contact this boss of your husband's?
I Googled my husband's boss's phone number. The company website had this QR code for direct communication with the CEO. So why is it connecting to someone else? And of all people, to the ugly nerd from high school. This has to be the worst coincidence ever.
Excuse me? First of all, that ugly nerd comment is completely unnecessary. Secondly, I think you should double check that QR code. Clearly something isn't right.
My husband is so useless. How could he register the wrong number for his CEO? Unbelievable. He's always making these stupid mistakes. This is so embarrassing. I even spent time carefully wording everything to sound professional and impressive.
Why are you acting like the victim here? I'm the one who got bombarded with messages and then called ugly nerd. And you're blaming your husband? Maybe you should take responsibility for your own actions. Also, based on what you wrote, it doesn't sound like you were being professional at all, asking your husband's boss to dinner one-on-one.
Shut up! You don't understand anything about networking in the business world. This is how connections are made. Not that you would know. Well, since we've connected, I might as well brag about my marriage to you. Not like you have anything better to do right now.
What? I really don't need to hear about your life, Ashley. We weren't friends in high school, and we're not friends now. But sure, go ahead if it makes you feel better.
I actually got married recently. The engagement ring is 2 carats, pure diamond, cost a fortune. My husband, as befitting someone like me, works for a major company. Not some small business or startup, a real company with international connections. He's the most successful person from his graduating class. They even featured him in the alumni newsletter, Rising Star, they called him. He makes great money, has a promising future, and is the perfect husband. Our house is in that exclusive neighborhood on the north side. You know, where celebrities live.
Sounds like a wonderful person. I'm happy for you if you found someone who makes you happy. Though it sounds like you value his status more than who he is as a person.
He's way out of your league. Someone you could never get. Men like him don't go for women like you. They have standards. We're having our wedding at a super fancy venue, and since he's so promising, even his CEO is making time to attend. The venue costs $500 per plate. Only the best for us.
I see. So that's why you were talking about a toast. A fancy wedding with a wonderful husband, and the CEO attending. Sounds like something to be jealous of. Though I wonder if your husband knows how you talk to people.
It is. Everything in my life is perfect. Perfect husband, perfect wedding, perfect future. I have nothing to be jealous of. While you, well, let me guess, still single? You probably have some boring office job and go home to an empty apartment every night. I bet you're still the same old Michelle the Ugly as always. Some people just never change or improve.
The teenage acne is gone now, at least. Dermatologists can work wonders these days. And please stop with that sad nickname. We're adults now. Some of us have actually grown up since high school, mentally as well as physically.
Adult or not, whatever age you are, you'll always be ugly. You can fix the outside, but you can't fix what's inside. Anyway, I've wasted enough time talking to you. Sorry about the messaging mix-up. I need to find the real contact for my husband's CEO now. Bye!
Excuse me for interrupting, boss. I just wanted to check if my wife sent you any inappropriate messages. I saw her sending a bunch of texts earlier and she seemed upset afterwards. It seems she sent some really rude texts. I'm really concerned about what she might have said.
Yes, she did. I got a sudden flood of messages and was quite confused. She seemed to think she was contacting someone else at first. Then she realized who I was and, well, let's just say she wasn't very polite.
Oh no, I thought so. She's been acting strange ever since I told her about the wedding toast. What is wrong with her? She's saying nonsense about having the wrong contact for the CEO. She kept insisting there must be some mistake, but she actually was messaging the CEO after all. I don't understand why she's being like this.
What? Wait, are you saying...
I mean Michelle, of course. Michelle, my boss, the CEO of our company. Anyway, I'm really sorry. I can't believe she would be so disrespectful. Even though you agreed to give the toast, my wife had no right to casually message you. She should have gone through proper channels if she wanted to thank you. I'll make sure she understands her place. This is so embarrassing for me.
Don't worry about it. These things happen. Miscommunications are common. Don't stress about it. She was just excited that her husband's company CEO is coming to the wedding. She got carried away and sent those texts. It's actually kind of amusing in a way. Let's overlook the formalities this time. I don't want this to affect your special day.
Thank you so much. You're always so understanding. That's why everyone at the company respects you so much. Also, she doesn't seem to realize you're the CEO, so to avoid complications, let's not bring it up. I think it might be better that way, at least until after the wedding.
Wait, what? What do you mean she doesn't realize I'm the CEO? But she definitely messaged the CEO, right? I'm confused now.
She has this fixed idea that the CEO must be a man. She's never bothered to actually learn anything about my workplace, so she doesn't realize at all that you're the CEO. That's why she told me I had the wrong number for the CEO. She couldn't believe someone like you could be in that position.
I see. So that's what happened.
Still, that's really disrespectful, messaging the CEO but not believing it's the CEO. I'll have a serious talk with her about this.
It's fine, really. You'd be surprised how often people assume a CEO must be a man. I've gotten used to it over the years. Looking forward to the wedding. I'll do my best with the toast so as not to embarrass an important employee. It will be my pleasure to be there on your special day.
I appreciate that. It means a lot to me that you're willing to come. Thank you so much. See you at the wedding.
Where are you at my important wedding venue, of all the people to show up uninvited? Seriously, how did you even find out about my wedding? Are you stalking me or something? Don't contaminate this fancy venue with your acne face. My wedding photographs will be ruined if you're in the background. What if your acne rubs off on things? This venue cost a fortune, you know. I can't have you ruining it.
Excuse me? I think there's been some misunderstanding. I'm not crashing your wedding, Ashley.
You need to stop! This is my day, the most important day of my life! Everyone is here to celebrate me and my husband. Just because you're jealous of my fancy wedding doesn't mean you can just crash. I bet you've never even been to a venue this nice before. Leave now unless you want me to call security. They'll drag you out in front of everyone. How embarrassing would that be? Check the guest list if you don't believe me.
Wait a minute. I was definitely invited. I received a formal invitation weeks ago. That's why I'm here. Did you really interpret our recent text exchange that way? Do you honestly think I'd come to your wedding uninvited after how you spoke to me?
What? There must be some mistake. I personally approved every name on the guest list. Look, me texting you the other day was just a coincidence. I thought I was contacting my husband's CEO, but for some reason it went to you. I would never willingly contact you otherwise. If you thought that was a wedding invitation, you're not just ugly in the face, but stupid in the head, too. I can't believe you'd be this desperate to attend a high-class event.
Excuse me? Are you seriously still insulting me? Why would I want to come see you? We were just in the same class in middle and high school. We weren't even friends, so why would I come? I have better things to do with my time than crash weddings, believe me.
Then leave. Get out before you cause a scene. My in-laws are very important people, and I don't want them seeing this embarrassment.
Let me say this one more time. I was invited to this wedding. Not by you, obviously, but I was invited nonetheless. You're saying I wasn't invited? That I should leave? Are you sure you want me to leave right now? Think very carefully before you answer.
I'm telling you I didn't invite you, Miss Acne Face, aka Ugly. I don't care who you think invited you. It certainly wasn't me or my husband. Why would I invite you to my wedding? We haven't spoken in years until that accidental text. You might look a bit better as an adult, but don't get cocky. Your face doesn't belong at this fancy wedding, so take your knockoff handbag and your discount store dress and leave.
Oh, really? Is that your final decision? Then I'll cancel the toast, too. Since I'm not welcome here, I'll be on my way.
What? Toast? What are you talking about?
If you want me gone so badly, I'll leave right now, but that means the toast on your program is canceled. I assume that will cause some issues with your perfect wedding schedule.
Wait a second. No, this doesn't make sense. Why would you leaving mean the toast is canceled? The toast is supposed to be given by my husband's CEO, not by you. You have no right to cancel it. Stop saying weird things. Are you trying to ruin my wedding on purpose?
You really don't get it yet. I was asked to give the toast. It's printed right there on your program, isn't it? I'm the CEO of the groom's company, the same CEO you were trying to impress with all those messages.
You're claiming to be his company's CEO? That's ridiculous. You can't possibly be. My husband would have told me if his CEO was a woman, and especially if it was someone I knew.
Yes, that's right. The same Michelle who was called names all through middle and high school. The one you just called ugly and Miss Acne Face a moment ago. Life takes interesting turns, doesn't it?
This can't be happening. There has to be some mistake. What a terrible coincidence that the toast giver at my employee's wedding turns out to be my classmate Michelle. What horrible luck. Of all the people in the world, why did it have to be you? Wait a minute. I don't believe this. You as the CEO? Stop making things up. CEOs are normally men, especially at large, successful companies like my husband's. You must be lying to embarrass me.
Excuse me? Someone like me? What exactly do you mean by that? Are you saying women can't be CEOs?
You were that ugly girl. In middle and high school, you had that embarrassingly acne-covered face. Plus, you were that nerdy loner. Always studying instead of having fun. No social skills whatsoever. Someone like you becoming a CEO? That's impossible. CEOs need to be confident, charismatic, good with people. That was never you.
Even a woman with acne, even a science nerd, even a loner can become a CEO. Perhaps all that studying paid off in ways you couldn't imagine. Don't you remember how hard I studied?
What? So what if you studied? Lots of people study. That doesn't make them CEOs.
While you were ruling the class because of your beauty, I kept studying desperately no matter how much I was teased. I took extra courses. I got internships. I networked with professionals. Thanks to that, I've now taken over our family company and am working hard as CEO. Those science classes you made fun of me for taking, they were directly relevant to our company's industry.
Your family company? Wait, your family owns a company? You never mentioned that in school.
I always respected families with businesses. My father didn't want people treating me differently because of our family background, so I kept it quiet. I always wanted to take over someday, so I studied hard. Every subject that would help me run the business better. It paid off, and now I'm active as a CEO. I'm working hard to make sure my employees don't end up on the streets, including your husband, who happens to be one of our valued team members.
No way! You're lying! This can't be real! My husband would have told me!
Yeah, I did try to tell you, Ashley, several times, but you never seemed interested in the details of my work.
My father valued employees a lot. He believed that a company is only as good as how it treats its people. Whenever an employee got married, he would send a gift and attend if invited, whether they were a great employee or a new hire. He always went to their weddings, said it built loyalty and community within the company. So, I'm continuing that tradition by attending whenever I'm invited, no matter which employee is getting married. It's one of our company values, supporting our team through life's important moments.
So this isn't because Kyle has a promising future? You don't think he's special or particularly talented? You attend other people's weddings too? Even the janitor's wedding? The receptionists?
Yes, every employee is important to our company's success. Since becoming CEO, I've attended at least 10 weddings, from entry-level positions to senior management. Everyone gets the same respect.
Wait, so I'm not considered promising after all? I thought I was being singled out because of my performance. Ashley kept saying that's why the CEO was coming.
You really are a company CEO now. That ugly girl, that acne-covered ugly girl, the one everyone laughed at. How is this possible?
That was really hard. Those years of bullying were difficult to endure. Back in school, no matter how much I studied or how good my grades were, to you, I was just Michelle. Just ugly Michelle, or acne face, or whatever cruel nickname you chose that day. I still remember when you helped wash my acne by forcing my face into a bucket with a dirty rag. That incident in the girls' bathroom after gym class. You had your friends hold me down.
Huh? Did I really do that? I don't remember that at all. You must be exaggerating.
You also forced me into beauty pageants against my will. Remember how you submitted my application without telling me?
What? That was just a joke. Everyone knew it was just for fun.
You said you'd definitely win, so I should enter to be a guaranteed loser. A beauty pageant needs an ugly contestant to make the pretty ones stand out, is what you told everyone.
That was a long time ago. We were just kids.
You submitted my name without permission, humiliated me on stage, and forced me into pageants in both middle and high school. You had your friends take photos of me on stage looking awkward and posted them all over school. Of course you'd win every time. Well, I got to be the school laughingstock for weeks afterward.
Well, that was just typical high school stuff. Everyone does silly things at that age. You're not still holding a grudge over something so trivial, are you?
Well, I'll still leave as you asked. Enjoy your wonderful wedding with your wonderful husband. I hope everything goes perfectly for you today.
I sincerely apologize for my wife Ashley's extremely rude behavior. I had no idea she would act this way. Even if she didn't recognize you as the CEO, assuming you weren't invited and trying to kick you out was inexcusable. Please don't hold this against me at work. I'm mortified.
Don't worry about it, Kyle. This isn't about work at all. She wasn't kicking out the CEO. She was kicking out a former classmate she didn't like. You don't need to apologize. This is between Ashley and me. It has nothing to do with your position at the company.
What? Former classmate she didn't like? You two know each other from before?
Ashley and I happened to be in the same class in middle and high school. Unfortunately, we weren't on good terms. There were some misunderstandings between us. I was constantly treated as the ugly nerd during school. She's exaggerating everything to make me look bad.
What? You were that Michelle? You were bullied by Ashley? Is that what you're claiming?
The groom must have heard her favorite brag, right? How she entered beauty pageants in middle and high school and kept winning. She forced me to enter those pageants when I was covered in teenage acne. When only people who couldn't possibly beat the school beauty entered the contest, because no one wanted to compete against her and her friends. Of course she'd win. There wasn't any real competition.
No way, this can't be true. She bragged about it so many times, but she was actually a bully? She told me she was the most popular girl in school because she was so kind to everyone. She said she won those pageants fair and square because she was the most beautiful.
And even as an adult, she still seems to dislike me. Nothing has changed in all these years. She told me to leave, so I'm leaving. Sorry about the sudden cancellation of the toast. I'm sure you can find someone else to say a few words.
No, CEO, you have nothing to apologize for. I'm the one who should be sorry. I had no idea about any of this history between you two. I'll make sure she apologizes properly later. Please don't leave because of this.
By the way, could you also tell Ashley something else for me? It would be better for you too. Something you should probably know.
What is it? Please tell me.
Tell her not to invite other men to private dinners, especially not her husband's boss. Otherwise, it might cause new problems later. I thought you should be aware of this.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
When she contacted me before the wedding, she invited me to dinner, a private one-on-one dinner. She thought I was a male CEO at the time. She said she'd look after your work matters and her own matters and invited me to dinner. She mentioned how beautiful she is several times.
What? That can't be true.
She confidently said that since she's beautiful enough to win beauty pageants, I would enjoy having dinner with her. She suggested an intimate restaurant setting. I think her intentions were quite clear.
That can't be true. Inviting her husband's company CEO to such a bold dinner while we're planning our wedding? Michelle, is this true?
Well, I should go now. Remember, the bride did this on her own. You're not at fault. I understand that clearly, so don't worry too much. Enjoy your grand fancy wedding, you two, if that's still possible now.
What am I going to do now? Everything is ruined because of you. Because of you, the wedding is canceled, and my husband is talking about divorce. All my plans, all my dreams, gone in an instant. Why did you have to be his CEO of all the companies in the world?
That's not my problem. You told me to leave, so I left. I was simply respecting your wishes as the bride. Whatever happens after that has nothing to do with me. You made your choices, Ashley.
Shut up! This is happening because you left, so you are involved. You could have just stayed quietly and given your toast. You didn't have to tell Kyle about our past or about those text messages. You did this on purpose to ruin my wedding. You've been waiting all these years to get revenge, haven't you?
I'm not involved at all. I didn't force you to insult me at your own wedding. I didn't make you try to kick me out. The canceled wedding and divorce talk are probably the result of your usual behavior. Your husband just finally saw who you really are.
What? So everything is my fault? Nothing is your responsibility at all? Don't get cocky just because you're a CEO. You're just lucky your family had a company for you to take over. You ugly nerd. You haven't changed at all, have you?
You can still say such horrible things, even after everything that's happened today. Even after your wedding has been ruined and your husband is talking about divorce, you still think calling me names is appropriate?
No matter how successful or rich you become, you'll always be ugly at heart. Your embarrassing, laughable, acne-covered past won't disappear. All the money in the world can't erase those memories. I was more beautiful than my photos, and you were an ugly Michelle, so don't get so full of yourself. Your company probably only succeeds because of your father's connections.
Don't think I'll always do what you say. I'm not that scared little girl anymore. Yes, my past won't disappear. I don't want it to disappear. It shaped me into who I am today. That's why I'm working hard in the present. As an adult, I've started proper skin treatment, and now I don't have a single pimple. I've worked on myself both inside and out. And now I'm a CEO who employs your husband and am an important client of the company your parents work for. How interesting life can be with all its twists and turns.
What? My parents? What do my parents have to do with any of this? Leave them out of this!
They both work at Waterway Industries, right? Your father is in sales and your mother is in accounting, if I recall correctly. Actually, my company is their client. A very significant client, I might add. In fact, your dad is our account manager. He's been working with us for the past 3 years. We interact through the company quite often. He always speaks so highly of his daughter. I never mentioned our connection.
Wait a minute. No way. You have a relationship with my parents? You've been talking to my dad all this time? Why didn't you ever say anything?
Maybe you're the one being made fun of now. After being divorced, next you might be disowned by your parents when they find out how you treated one of their biggest clients, when they discover that their daughter is the reason they might lose that client.
No way. Wait, that can't be true. My parents would never choose a client over their own daughter.
By the way, I greeted your parents on my way out. They were quite surprised to see me leaving so early. They actually came over specifically to say hello to me. Your father was particularly eager to introduce me to some of the other guests.
What? My parents were talking to you? At my wedding?
I wonder how they'll react when they find out their daughter is the reason I left suddenly. I wonder what explanation you'll give them. Will you tell them the truth? That you called me ugly and tried to kick me out? Or will you make up some story, lie to them, like you lied to Kyle?
What do I do? My dad is calling nonstop. The texts won't stop either. What happened with Michelle? Why did she leave? What did you do? They're telling me to come home right now. They want me to explain everything. You definitely told them everything when you left, didn't you? You couldn't just keep quiet, could you?
What lovely parents you have, wanting to hear your side too. They're trying to be fair by hearing both sides. I actually didn't tell them much at all, just that there was a misunderstanding. So please explain calmly. Tell them how you didn't know your old classmate was the CEO, insulted her, and kicked her out. I'm sure they'll understand why their daughter would behave that way at her own wedding.
That's impossible! I can't tell them that! They'll never forgive me! I don't know anything about your situation! I didn't know you were connected to their company! Please, you have to help me fix this!
Well, I'm busy, so I'll be going now. I have a company to run after all. Not everyone has the luxury of focusing solely on their wedding day.
You're not going to help me? After everything that's happened? We're still classmates, aren't we? We have history together. Doesn't that count for anything? Please, I'm begging you, help me salvage the situation.
We just happen to be in the same school and same class. We weren't friends or anything, so why should I help you? If I recall correctly, you were making fun of me just a few minutes ago, calling me ugly, saying I was ugly at heart. Why would I help someone who treats me that way?
I'm sorry! I didn't mean those things! I was just upset and lashing out! Please, Michelle, I'll do anything!
I had actually rearranged my work schedule for today's wedding, moved several important meetings, so I need to get back to work. Take care of yourself. Good luck with your parents. And your husband. Former husband, I suppose. The wedding was immediately cancelled, leaving both families pale-faced when they learned the reason. The divorce was finalized shortly after. Later, Ashley was kicked out by her parents, who begged her not to ruin their careers. She's now desperately trying to find me for help, but even when she contacts our old classmates saying she wants to apologize for the past, everyone tells her it's just self-satisfaction and a nuisance. So, nobody will connect us.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.